Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study the art. Okay, and you are using the pencil for. There are different types of arts are there, like pencil drawing is there. Okay, painting is there, or cartoons are there. So different types of drawings are there. And in the beginning, we are going to study only about the pencil drawing. Okay, so pencil drawing, we use a pencil for drawing, and there is a particular method of holding this pencil. Okay, so you can just see you are using these three fingers. Okay, and you have to just hold it like this with the three fingers, and there should be a little bit amount of distance, like you don't some are catching it very much closer. So when you close it, hold it like that, then you may feel it a little bit difficult for drawing. So for drawing, you can see like a 1 inch of distance, or you can say like your thumb, half of your thumb, at least this much distance you leave. Okay, and you hold the pencil. So if you hold the pencil like that, then it is very easier for you to move your fingers or move your hand, and the drawing will be very much smooth. So easily you can draw the pictures. Okay. Then another important thing that we have to study is that, or understand, is that when you draw a picture, don't draw very hard. Okay, don't give so much pressure on the pencil when you draw the picture first. Okay, so first you make a very smooth lines. Okay, very soft lines. Only see, like you just have to see. That's all. Okay, so such a way you should make the lines. So why I am telling you this one is that if you make a very smooth line, then it is very much easy that you can erase it. Otherwise, what happens is that if you draw with very hard, or if you are very thick line or very strong line, if you are making, after it is very much difficult to erase it. And when you erase it, there is a chance that the paper may get teared, or there is also a chance that the marks will be visible. Okay, so if you make a simple lines, just smooth lines, it is very much easy that you can erase it. Okay, so when you are drawing, if you are not, we are not a very expert artist and all, so it is a chance, there is a chance that we make mistakes. So when we make mistake, we can erase it, but draw with a very smooth lines. Okay, then that is about the drawing. So for a drawing, there is a type of pencils are available. When you purchase a pencil, on the this one it is written there HB. Okay, HB pencils are there. So that type of pencils are suitable for drawing, and you should see to it that the point, it should be sharp. Okay, so if you consider that the point is not sharp, what happens is that the lines that you are making will be very much thick. So it will not be looking good. So if your points are very much sharp, then it will give very fine lines. Okay, so these are the things that you have to understand about the drawing. Next, what we have to understand is about shading. Okay, so shading is also very much important point of view, or we can say you might have studied about the 3D painting and all, isn't it? So 3D drawing and all is there. So you may see like the picture will be there, and you will feel that the picture is just really standing there like that. Okay, so all these type of effects are brought by the way of a shading. Okay, so for shading, you should have hold your pencils like normally you are holding the pencil like this. So the top remaining portion of the pencil is above, it goes through this way. But for shading, you have to hold the pencil like this. Okay, just hold it like that, so that this pencil, your hand will be above the pencil level. So this way you can do the shading. Okay, so holding the pencil in that way, so that the entire portion of the pencil will be there. So we will get a very broad lines. Okay, so these are some of the basic things. These things you may be familiar, or the previous classes when you had studied, there also your teachers must have told you about these things. So but it is very important that you keep these things in mind when you make your drawings. Okay, so now let us start making a picture. So there are different types of pictures that we are making. So there are the pictures that we make can be broadly classified into two categories. That is, first one is called as a portrait, and the second one is called as the landscape. Okay, so portrait means that if there is a paper, and it will be like this type of a page. So this page will be there, means this top part will be smaller and the height will be higher. So such a way, if you hold a pencil, this is called as a portrait way of painting, or we can say portraits. Okay, so this type of method when we use, when you have to draw the picture of a person, like if you want to draw the face of a person, or a portrait means the facial, or this like passport size area of a person or any animal, or individual photos, or things like that. If you want to draw, then this type of method can be used. Okay, then next method or another way of painting is called as a landscape. Okay, so landscape means the holding the paper like this. Okay, so this is the first method, and this is the second one. This is called as the portrait, and this is called as the landscape. Okay, so you can either use a portrait way or a landscape way. The landscape one, this one, second one, is that the which is the longer one, that will be on the upside, and the shorter ones, the height will be, the width will be more and the height will be less. Here width is less and the height is more. Okay, so these are the two ways that we make the painting. Okay, and this landscape way or landscape method is used for some kind of when you want to make a drawing of some landscapes. Landscapes means the like natural photos and nature, about the nature, something like that. Okay, and in today's class we are going to see a kind of natural paintings, or natural just how to draw a simple nature. And see, like when you are drawing in the paper, it is very much easier to draw, or you can it is good to shade and all, but on the board it is may not be that much good. So you can just understand, and you can draw it in a better way in your papers. Okay, see, now you see, like if you want to just draw a picture of a tree. Okay, so imagine that you want to draw a coconut tree. Okay, let us see how to draw a coconut tree. Okay, so you just make a simple line, or very small smooth line, and this top portion, this should be little closer, and when it comes towards the bottom side, this should become little more broader, wider. Okay, so we can draw one more line like that. Okay, so now we get this is the two trees that we are going to make. So normally you can see that the trees are just will not be just a scale like straight, it will not be there. So you can just make it like that. Okay, and we will have to draw the different branches of that. So you can just make it like that. So many branches can be there, and these things you have to make a shading. The leaves are there, that has to be there. Okay, you can make some more closer lines so that it will look very nice. I am just driving it very fast, so the lines are not that much closer. Likewise, you get a kind of a look of a tree. You can create like this. Okay, beyond the other tree also you can make some branches like that. So likewise you get the look of a tree like that, and then you can draw some coconuts there. Okay, so some small things inside there. Okay, there you can make a coconuts. And this it has got some bends like, so you can just make some curvature lines on the this one. Okay, so such a way you can just create a kind of a coconut tree, and the bottom side you can see, like in order to cover the bottom area, so you can make some three stones. Okay, so in order to cover up that area, and you have to just shade this area. Okay, so you will get the okay, so such a way you can just cover up that area, and this area also, that coconut tree is there, and this much portion you just have to slightly shade it. Okay, just shade it in this way. Okay, so such a way you get the look of a coconut tree like that. Okay, so then just now we have just made a coconut tree. Now we can see some backgrounds, and we can make some mountains background. So at the back there will be some big mountains are there. Okay, so then this also you have to shade this area. You just shade it. This much area, only one area you may just shade it. So here some area we are having some free space there, so you can make a sun there. Okay, so just just make a circle. Okay, and just give some rays. Okay, some longer rays are there, and in between you can give some shorter rays like that. So such a way you can make a picture of sun, and in this side you can give some crows or some birds just flying like that. Okay, so you can make the image of some this one, and on the top you can just give some kind of clouds. And you have to just shade it with the pencil. So when you draw it with the pencil, you can make it more attractive. When I am drawing on this one, it is not coming. So this some in this inside area you have to just shade it, and very light impression you have to give there, so that you will get an idea of a cloud like. Okay. So that much area is there. So like, and the bottom side there are some spaces there, empty spaces there. You can just make a shape of a river like. Can you see that? So this area is there, and you can make a kind of a just like a river like some area you can. Okay, so it will look like a river, and you can make some board. Okay, so some board will be there. Okay, so like that some boat and all is there, like that you can make some small trees and all you can make in between. just you have to make some trees like that, and some if you want to some small houses and all in between, just like one small house. Okay, so this type of a view of a village you will get. So here and there you can make some few houses more and a few more trees, and the trees also you have to just to make some shading. Okay, so this sidewise you can make some shading effects and all. Okay, so such a way we get a view of the view of a village life. Okay, so this one is a very simple picture, and when you draw it on the paper, you will get a little more better effect. When you look at this one, then you may not be seeing. Means it is like shading and all is not done properly, so it will not give a very good look. But when you draw it on your paper, then you can draw it in a little more attractive way. Good shading you can give, and good view you can make. Okay. So hope you liked this one, and thank you so much. We will see in the next class with the next or another picture. Okay, thank you so much.